The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
What up, Cosmic Cousins? It's your girl, Nova Charm, and welcome back to another episode of Astrology Tea with Nova Charm. And today, of course, we're going to talk about this new moon in Aries. Stop playing. And this will be going down April 17th. And I have to be real, Cosmic Cousins. If you're not manifesting with this new moon, I honestly don't know what you're doing. Because when I say this is the start of all starts, especially with all this Aries energy that is currently in the sky right now, that is on go, and we don't have any planets currently in retrograde. Oh, child, y'all better take advantage of this, okay? And you know your girl is here to give you all the tea on what this energy is finna be. But before I get too deep into it, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like. Go ahead and subscribe to your girl if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of this cosmic tea that I want to sip with you. Now let's dive straight into it. Now when it comes to that new moon, it's always about setting those new intentions, setting those new goals, whereas a full moon is more about reflection and letting things go. With that being said, we are in a complete golden window of opportunity of action. We have a massive stellium currently in the sky with the Sun, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron all in Aries. And then, of course, the moon will be joining the party on the 17th. Now, we have all of this energy in Aries right now. It's quite loud, it's quite fast, and it's given very much main character. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel and have been catching my videos, Aries has been a topic of discussion a lot around here lately. And with good reason. With Saturn coming in expecting us to take this energy seriously, and Neptune definitely setting the stage for a cosmic restart after a whole 185 years, okay, around the sun. Now being in Aries season, with this Aries stellium, because Mercury will be joining the party too. Okay, yeah. This energy is the start of all starts. We just came out of all that Pisces energy earlier this year, as well as we have been on some Pisces shit for the last few years, okay? It's time to bring those dreams into reality. It's time to stop thinking about it and put that stuff into action. And this new moon is giving you the green light and telling you, yeah, let's get it started. Now, thinking of the new moon, you want to think of it like a seed. And when it meets an energy like Aries, which is considered the seed, being that it's the initiator and the very first sign in that zodiac wheel, it definitely provides that fire and that drive that we would need to get anything started. It gives us that bravery to jump out there and that confidence to know that we can do it. Now, like I said, I've been talking about Aries a lot on my channel. I have a whole Aries breakdown video. Go check it out if you are curious about how to utilize your Aries energy or how to understand the Aries energy a little bit better so that you can use it to the best ability in your life. Now, Aries is not going to wait for permission. It's not going to hold its tongue. It's going to do what it needs to do to get what it needs to get done. It's the warrior. It's that fight in you. And it just never needed nobody's permission to do nothing, okay? Once you have left the depths of water of your mother's womb, you enter into this world with that first spark of light. This is exactly why Aries is represented by that first house. And in order to know what your first house is, you got to have that exact time of birth. That official first breath of life in that physical body is that Aries energy. It's innocent, it's pure, and it's ready to get the party started, okay? Now, Aries energy is the baby of the zodiac, but please do not get that confused, okay? It is represented by Mars. And Aries technically is like the god of war, you know? So it definitely represents our fight. Energy also represents our blood cells and our adrenal glands. So it deals a lot with our adrenaline, which is that fast rush of energy that we typically get during a fight or flight type of situation. Aries energy is assertive and aggressive, and it has to be in order to get things going. It's not going to be wanting to lay back, chill, or disappear like maybe a Pisces energy would. Aries energy is also represented by fire because it is a fire sign. So all these fires that are currently being started do not surprise me, especially because of the fact that we have Saturn in Aries currently, and Saturn represents corporations. So yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't think about that in my Saturn in Aries video, but I probably should. I'm going to go ahead and put that down for the next time this energy rolls around in Saturn. Just saying. Collectively, this Aries energy is really going to turn the people up. I'm not even going to hold you. Now, I actually been telling my family and friends about this energy for some months now. I've been anticipating this time in April when we would have this full Aries stellium. All I can say is watch how you talk to people. Make sure that you're willing to stand on business. Because that's the energy for everybody right now, okay? It's not just you, it's the masses. Collectively, we're going to start seeing the change. This is definitely going to be a time where people stop asking the questions and they actually just start doing. Now, because of the fact that we do have Saturn and Mars in the mix, and these are considered maleficent planets, okay? There will be tension this new moon. I'm just saying there will be. And of course, this doesn't just happen as a collective. This is on an individual level. Aries is that first house. It's the I am. So this is dealing with self. Now, of course, Saturn and Mars together just is going to give conflict in itself because Mars is fast paced and it wants to go. And Saturn is like, slow down, whippersnapper. I ain't trying to do all that. We need to build something first. This is when that boss energy meets that discipline. This is when you find out if you're really a boss or not. Are you really going to be able to step up? Are you really going to do all the things that you said you're going to do? Now, in addition to all of these planets, as well as our luminaries, sun and moon, all in Aries, we also have Chiron in the mix. Now, y'all know I talk about Chiron a lot. Now, if you don't know, Chiron is the wounded healer that is in us all. This is like our Achilles heel, and everybody has theirs. Chiron being in Aries right now deals with the wound of being seen, as well as that wound of taking action. Feeling like you've been walked all over your whole entire life, not putting yourself first, or always wrestling with the fear of failure. Well, I'm here to tell you that Aries said, we're not doing that shit. It really is time for us to get it together, stand on business, show no fear, and go for what you know. And of course, this is going to be different for everybody based on where Aries sits for you. And you already know your girl's about to break it down. And this is based on the whole signs housing system. So let's jump straight into it, okay? Now, Aries risings, it really is your world. We just some squirrels trying to get some nuts, okay? The fact that you have all of this energy currently moving in your first house right now, I both salute you and offer my condolences at the same time. I know this is a lot for you, but because you are Aries rising, you always up for the challenge. Now, this is the ultimate rebranding for you. If you've been playing it small, the universe is about to evict you from that tiny house. It needs you to see the luxury that is you. And what's so crazy is you've been feeling it for a while, so just keep going forward with it, unapologetically, of course. Now, for my Taurus risings, this energy falls in your 12th house of subconscious, hidden enemies, your spirit, and those dreams and illusions. It's time for you to stop sleepwalking through your old habits. It's time for you to take action and release something, Taurus risings. Now, because of the fact that your energy is fixed overall, there are certain things that you do have a hard time letting go. But whatever you have been working on as far as shadow work is concerned, yeah, it's time to go ahead and just wrap that on up peacefully. That old version, that old karma, that dream, whatever it is, needs to have some action behind it, okay? You're either going to take that dream and turn it into reality. You're going to go ahead and close the door on any type of shadow work that you had to do. And you're going to go ahead and break that habit that you've been knowing that you've been needing to break, okay? And that's on period. For my Gemini risings, this energy will be hitting your 11th house, dealing with your social circle, networking, your uniqueness, as well as your rebellious spirit, baby. Now, with that being said, because this is Aries geared, this is about you standing out in the crowd, specifically dealing with your friends group or your community. Your new life is already starting and you got some hangers on. These are some individuals who you know for a fact ain't going in the same direction you are. The community that you are currently building around you or that you currently have around you is more of a representative of who you are today and who you are going to be tomorrow. Not who you was yesterday. At this point, you're looking towards the future full speed, and if they can't keep up, then they can't go. It's as simple as that. Aries energy is fast. It's not trying to slow down for nobody. Also, don't be surprised if you suddenly feel the spark to want to change your look up a little bit. Something that's a little bit more on the unique side that represents you a little bit more, okay? Now, for my Cancer risings, this energy is moving in your 10th house. So you're really on your boss shit right now. And you're really thinking about if you're representing or your reputation matches who you really are. Well, whatever those boss moves is, it's time to go ahead and make them, because this energy is definitely giving you the green light, even though because it's Aries energy, it's on red. I'm just saying. Now, if you start feeling a gut instinct when it comes to some type of boss move, definitely go ahead and make it. This is not the time to hesitate when you feel something in your spirit. In Cancer risings, you are very spiritually inclined already, so definitely do not be scared to go with that. Now, when it comes to my Leo risings, this energy falls in your 9th house of expansion, philosophy, and wisdom, as well as your good luck. Now, Leo risings, your journey has just begun. You're definitely searching for the new meaning of life. Not only that, with that Jupiter energy, you're getting a taste of what it's going to be like here in the next couple months. Jupiter wants to give you a taste of what this new life is going to look like and what it's going to feel like a little bit. But make sure that you are being responsible because Saturn is, over there. And I'm sure it's already been putting its Mac hand down a little bit, okay? But expansion is something that is definitely not on the want list anymore. It's officially on the need list at this point. So go ahead and set the stage. Allow those changes to go ahead and start taking place because this journey has just begun. You just getting started and baby, you in for one hell of a ride. Now, for my Virgo risings, this energy falls in your 8th house. Now, this 8th house is about that death and rebirth, those transformations, those shared resources, as well as those investments, both the investments that you make in yourself and the investments that you make in others, most importantly. Now, in addition, this deals with your power and intimacy as well. And I'm feeling like with an energy like Aries in the mix, this is what it might be leaning a little bit more towards. It's really time for you to look into those investments that you've been making into others. Are they good investments? Are they bad investments? And we're talking about emotional and financial. It's time for you to only invest in those things that you see profitable for your overall. And this power play is incredibly important for your bottom line. And this is both business and personal. So, it is what it is. Now, for my Libra risings, this hits your 7th house of relationships. Your relationship has already been fine-tuned and microscoped, okay? You're looking at all your relationships and checking the cost of peace. And if it's too expensive, you already know what it's time to do. Time to take action, time to assert yourself, time to put into action that balance. Because in my opinion, it ain't always about what somebody's talking about. For me, it's more important about what you actually doing. And if the things that they're saying and the things that they're doing aren't matching up, then you already know it's time for you to take some action in. I'm just saying, their actions need to be actioning. And if theirs aren't, then yours need to be, okay? Now, because of the fact that I know that this is the house of mirrors, and I'm also big on accountability, this is definitely going to be more on you than it is anybody else. So you always got to make sure that you take the time to check yourself and see if the justice is justicing, okay? Now, for my Scorpio risings, this energy is hitting your 6th house of daily routine and just your overall rhythm of life. It also deals with your health, your 9 to 5, just the stuff that you got to do every day, okay? Your schedule. Now, it's time for you to stop primping those things that you feel like need to be fixed and just go on and fix them. You've been dancing in the dark with these changes for a while. It's time to put that new routine into action and all of those things that you've been feeling building up inside. It's time to just go ahead and start doing them. Being that you are a fixed water sign, you have a hard time sometimes letting go of things. This is your sign to go ahead and let go of those habits. Start putting into action that detailed plan and start putting into action that new daily routine. That's just going to create a healthier you, mind, body, and soul, most importantly. You already know. Now, Sagittarius risings, this is falling in your 5th house of romance, creativity, and just your overall fun. Now, this is also the house of children. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to be careful out here in these streets, y'all. I'm just saying. Unless, I'm just saying. This energy being in the 5th house, that spark of life, especially with all this fertile energy in the air, makes you just a little fertile myrtle, okay? So you are definitely in creation mode. So whatever creative project that you have been thinking about, oh baby, it's go time. And you're probably feeling the energy of action already. Right now, you are definitely going to be the life of the party, but you always just got to make sure that the party is fun for you and not the audience, okay? Now with all these creative fires burning right now, put that energy into action, but just make sure that you're having fun with it. Enjoy any new spark of romances that you have. Responsibly, of course, responsibly. I'm sorry, I seen Saturn looking. But all in all, you're typically the life of the party anyway, so just keep getting your party on, boo. Responsibly, of course, responsibly. Now for my Capricorn risings, this energy is hitting your 4th house. This is that home, family energy. This is getting to the root of things and that mother or that womb. Now, home might be where the heat is. There might be some conversations that need to be had, some moving that needs to be done, or some renovations that need to be renovated, okay? Either way, the cosmos is saying go ahead and get it done, okay? Stop thinking about it and be about it. This is going to be an awesome time for you to go ahead and set those boundaries up and make sure they're nice and tall and strong, okay? This is a time for you to be building your throne. Peace and security will be had up in this house, okay? Because in reality, this isn't just a house, this is a home, okay? Or in your case, Capricorn rising, a domestic dynasty. We know how you get down. Now for my Aquarius risings, this energy falls in your 3rd house. Say it with your chest, okay? You are going to be the one that is going to say what needs to be said and ready to stand on business about it. I ain't even going to hold you. I don't want you editing yourself. I want you to be honest about your feelings and not feeling like you're going to say the wrong thing. If you've been thinking about turning on that camera and saying what you need to say, go on and say it. Even if you just decide to say it into the mic. This is a time when your voice will be heard. Loud and clear, okay? Now, if you were going to write that book, go on and get started. Anything dealing with children, definitely go ahead and jump on that. If you're looking to branch into podcasting, voice acting, anything where your voice will be heard, baby, it's time, okay? Now, for my Pisces risings, this energy is hitting your 2nd house, okay, baby? This is dealing with your check. That bank account, if you will. You hear me hit that luxury voice on you. Yeah, because that's what you feel it. You feel it kind of luxurious. This is a time for you to redefine that worth and redefine how you get paid. Now, in the past, you have a habit of lowballing yourself because sometimes you have a hard time putting up boundaries. You can let people get over on you at times, okay? Well, this Aries moon is putting, that to halt and asking you those questions about what you value and making sure that that is where you are putting your energy. If it don't pay the bills, pay it no mind. This is a great time to ask yourself who you really are and really show up like that in the physical. Now, for each of my elements, I don't know if you caught on or not, but there is definitely a theme per element. When it comes to my fire signs, your focus is going to be visibility. You are in the spotlight right now. Definitely take advantage of this moment of being seen. For my earth sign risings, the main focus is expansion, building into your empire, not just working on it. And for my air signs, it's definitely focused on influence. Your ideas are your currency, especially with this transformation that we're going to be having a little bit later this month with Uranus going into Gemini. Your words and your data are your currency. Spend them wisely. And when it comes to my water signs, your focus is that internal power. Mastering your emotions is going to be the key to mastering your physical plane. Now, before I get up out of here, I'm going to go ahead and give you some journal prompts as well as some affirmations, and I'm going to make it real quick. So go ahead and grab your pen and pad and take note. Journal prompt number 1. Now, this is actually about the audacity that should be in us all right now. If I knew for a fact that I could not fail, what is the most audacious move that I could make when it comes to the overall rebranding of myself? Now, my journal prompt number 2, where in my life am I still waiting for someone else to tell me that it's okay to start? And how can I give myself the authority right now? Now, my journal prompt number 3 is going to be a little bit more legacy focused, just because Saturn is involved and there is a big discipline influence in this moon right now, okay? I want you to ask yourself, what am I building right now that will still be standing in 10 years from today? Now, with that being said, I'm going to hop straight into my affirmations. You know what I always tell y'all, take 1 or 2 that really stand out to you, say them out loud, say them to yourself, say them in the mirror, whisper them throughout the day. Just make sure you say them, okay? Now, my first affirmation is, I am the primary authority in my life. I do not follow trends, I set them. Now, my affirmation number 2 is, I am no longer asking for a seat at the table. I am building the building that holds the table. Shoot, stop playing. Now, my last and final affirmation is, I am healed, I am focused, and I am the archetype of my own empire. Now, clock that T. And when you say this, say it with all the authority and all the audacity that you can gather up. I'm just saying, Cosmic Cousins, this is your life. You decide the direction that it's going in. You decide the voice that you have, and you decide what represents the great I am that is you. Okay? Now, with that being said, Cosmic Cousins, you already know I have poured so much tea. Today, I am full, and it's time for me to get up out of here. Now, drop below where Aries sits in your chart and where you're gathering all your audacity and all your authority at. I definitely want to hear all about it. With that being said, Cosmic Cousins, I'm out.